Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the pass is intercepted.
Intercepted by Ohio State. And they'll take over first and 10.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what spurt.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Handoff to the single back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Snap it to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. This quarterback, part of their running game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They're facing a third down. To the air, it's Washington. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hey, that's a live ball.
Boy, saving you right now.
Ohio State 7, Tennessee 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip and tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over Ohio. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wide receiver coming across in motion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He looks that one in nicely. And the ball's get enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think we saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO. He's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Using the quick game. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. They try to get it outside on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Takes the easy one to the back. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Looking to move it through the air. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Finds his tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys in the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Now on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Washington. Skips away from pressure. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He makes the connection. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and 1, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Oh, it's reversed. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looks as if he's going to run it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the offense will take any help it can get, and the defense provided a little bit. 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. Got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Ohio. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll give it to him again. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's right on target. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense in hurry and low. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because we did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Floats it out in space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game.
Tackle is made.
First down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Going to try to get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real...
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 20. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Now from inside the red zone. Spits it out to the back. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, they'll take to the air. This time he's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. looking to throw for it. Into the end zone, and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The 50, at the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.